Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that can always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Great day. Welcome everyone. This is Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you like, share, and comment on this broadcast as well. We have great things in store for you today. Well, if you don't know about Divine Connections, it is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. And then if you would like a copy of it, we have that link as well. So if you are a business, if you are in ministry, we have an opportunity to you. It's faith-based and inspirational, and we love spreading the good news. So if you would, we would love for you to submit. Administrations right now is going on for you to submit an ad. The opportunities are half page and full page as well, so you can get into the next issue that's getting ready to come out in June. So if you would like to do so, you can text 336-338-8903, or you can email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. We look forward to making it happen. We look forward to connecting with you. And we're here on Wednesdays between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m. So if you have a business or a ministry or a book, or you have a church, we would love to hear about it. It can be a profit, it can be a nonprofit, it can be health and wellness, whatever it is that you are providing to the community. We want to hear about it, and we can set you up for an interview. So again, if you're interested, just text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Well, how do you stay connected and find out what's going on with Divine Connections? Go to our website and join our email list. Our website is divineconnectionsmagazine.com. All right. And so on the homepage, you just go and subscribe to our email list, and then you will get updated of what is going on. We're also on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Okay. Go and follow us and like that page. We're also on Instagram at Divine Connections. And then I would love, if you don't mind, to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can always stay connected, and make sure you click that notification button as well. Our YouTube channel is The Divine Connections. Okay. The Divine Connections. We love to connect with you, and we'll allow you to see what is going on with Divine Connections. I'm so excited. If you have not done so already, the magazine is here. So this is March Quarterly Magazine. Over 60 advertisers in this magazine. This was my 12th magazine anniversary, and we had a phenomenal time. We celebrated women. We had vendors. We had praise and worship. We had gospel groups, and we had a lot of connections going on at my anniversary. And so this is the magazine, over 60 advertisers. So listen, if you're looking for a resource or a solution or a service, check out Divine Connections Magazine. It's only $12 for hard copy, and then $6 for digital. So go to the website below, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions, and order your copy today. Okay. I would love for you to connect that way as well. Now listen, if you have a 30-second or a 60-second commercial, I would love for you to be a sponsor. So on Wednesdays, before and after the interviews, we have an opportunity for you to share your business in your 30-second commercial can run either before or after the interviews. So we would love to do that. It's only 150 and that's for 3 months. It will run for 3 months because we want people to know who you are, what you do, and what services or product that you provide. Okay. Because every problem has a solution. Next on our agenda, if you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business, we would love to create that custom video for you. So if you have a business, if you have a ministry, if you have a book, if you're a gospel artist, if you have an event coming up, we would love to create that custom video for you. So email Divine Connections Magazine at gmail.com. Also, I have been blessed to have written my second book called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. I love, love, love what I do. And so I've shared some information with the help of the Lord, what I have done thus far to build my empire with my business and even with my life accomplishments here in this book called The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. And of course, with faith in God and putting God first and putting actions to your thoughts. Okay. And so I'm definitely excited that God has allowed me to write this book. So get your copy. It is on Amazon, or you can go to the link below and I can send you a signed copy. Okay. I would love to do that as well. I've also been blessed to be nominated for the best magazine of the year for Divine Connections magazine, and this will be voting until May 20th. And that is smgospelawards.com voting. Okay. So you can go there and vote as well. And I'm so excited, you guys, because my store is up. I'm so excited. So now you can go to my store and shop. You go to bit.ly Divine Connections Store. And we just opened it, I believe, last week. And all you have to do is click on a button and go to shop all. So you can see all of the items available and then shop. I would love, love, love to have your support. And you know that you are Divine Connections. So you can have your house and some shirts or different things that says Divine Connections. That's a great reminder that you are a Divine Connections. And also, God has blessed me once again to have a journal. So this is 2022 and we're going to make it happen. And you are a Divine Connections journals is out right now. So go to the link below and order your copy, write the vision, make it plain. God has great things in store for you in 2022. He is going to make it happen. And you want to see it on paper to look back and be grateful how God has been in your life, consistently growing you and making things happen. And to God be all the glory. So go get you a copy or order your journal for Making It Happen. You are a Divine Connections journal. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I believe that is all our information for today for Divine Connections. Make sure you like, share, and comment during this process. If you are listening, let us know where you're listening from. And then if you have any questions, if we have time, we can answer them as well. So put in the comments who you are and where you're from. And let us now bring on our special guest. Miss CF Jackson is in the house. She is phenomenal. She is doing big, big things. And not only did she solve a problem with not getting enough subscribers to the YouTube channel, so she went on to Roku. Okay. So I'm going to let her explain her story and give you information. So let's bring her on in. Help me welcome Miss CF Jackson from I Define TV. What's going on, lady?
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me here. Everything's going on. Springtime, a lot going on. You busy,
Yes.
we are busy as entrepreneurs, but I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
You are welcome. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Wonderful. So there we go. I was like, what? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Fade to black. Where did the host go? Uh-oh. Host should be back. Oh no. What did she do? Uh-oh. Are you there? Let's go to. She don't got ghost. Well, I'm CF Jackson. Oh, she got ghost. Well, I'm here for a moment. I'm CF Jackson. I'm with iDefineTV.com. And what I do in a nutshell is I help business coaches, experts, and entrepreneurs go from YouTube to TV really easily and simplistically. I think she, oh, she said already. Yes, I'm doing that already. She said, talk about yourself. So I help business coaches and experts go from YouTube to TV really easily and simplistically. And how this came about for myself, for years, I struggled with YouTube. I'm not sure if you can relate to that. I was spending a whole lot of time to get a video recorded, uploaded, tagged, and was just not seeing any results. And so I had discovered this whole world about streaming TV. Somebody had brought it to my attention in 2013 about Roku. Had never heard of it. And from there, I kind of thought to myself, being a published author, having other entrepreneurs, other small businesses, I know for myself, getting exposure is very important. And they brought this to my attention, like, well, how can I be in this position? Awesome. She's back, everybody. She's back in the building.
Awesome. I apologize. My computer just shut down. All right, continue. Go ahead. Go
okay. Okay. I just jump in. Go ahead. Continue on. I want to feel it. We don't have any dead air.
I love it. I love it. You know what to do. Keep making it happen. Go ahead.
Well, I was sharing with them how I got into this whole world, the streaming world, but we can always go back to where I got into the whole world of entrepreneurship. So I'll let you go ahead and take the wheel, take it back over. I think the pilot is back.
Awesome. So just go ahead and continue from where you left off.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So somebody had mentioned it to me back in 2013. I had never heard of streaming platform or anything of streaming. And so me being savvy, I came home and I did a Google. I said, let me Google this whole thing. I never heard of Roku, but I came across, I'm going to show you this device. I came across this Sony. Everybody heard of Sony. Either had a Sony Walkman, they had a VCR, they may have had, a boombox, whatever, Sony was a household name. So I bought a Sony and I was really complacent at that time, Deloris. I mean, okay, this is cool. I got cable, I got this cool device, I can stream stuff. And then 6 months later, a friend of mine said, yo, you can get on TV with this thing. I said, really? And so I mentioned Roku again. I said, well, how can I get on the actual Sony? Because again, I never heard of Roku. It's kind of like, Mirror is like Sony, Roku is like Skechers. It may have been popular, but nobody was really rocking Skechers back in the day. But now Skechers is a household name. They got the commercials. Everybody got some Skechers. So I was trying to get on the Sony, still was a flop, but then I went ahead and bought the Roku, I went ahead and bought this one, and my mind was blown away. And I'm looking like, wow, it was like night in a whole other world because Sony didn't have anything compared to what Roku had. And at that point, I said, well, how can I help others like myself? And really, if you think about it, I define TV as actual an internal mantra. I define TV. We all define TV now. It's no longer just the ABC, CBS, and the HBOs. So now it's like all about television is built by you. And so I said, well, how can I get on this thing? And it went from there, getting the connections and researching. And that's how I started. And I started with music artists. I wanted to help those independent music artists. I know they already had content because they had music videos or music soundtrack or something like that. And it went from there. But it was just pretty much thinking about how can I help those like myself who needed that exposure and do it in a way that was very attainable and affordable and doesn't have to cost you an arm and leg to do it.
Awesome. So you used to do YouTube and then you saw that YouTube wasn't kind of sort of working the way that you wanted it to. And so you tapped into another resource, which is Roku.
Yeah.
And so what is going on with Roku now? Because a lot of people have, connected, I guess, saw some things going on with that. So they kind of like it.
I think I say for myself, it's control. As someone mentioned to me, he said it so eloquently. It's about that control. Sometimes it's like YouTube made some changes. Like, for example, now you have to have like 1,000 followers watching an estimate 1,000 hours in order for you to be part of their their partner program. Beforehand, I was part of the partner program. I was still able to generate some cash flow from that.
Right.
But now, if they had stripped all of that, you have to have a certain, requirement, which is fine. It's their platform. But you like something like a Roku, you have complete ownership where you can really leverage the way you want to leverage. I tell people, having your own channel, you can do what you want to do. You can monetize it how you want to. You don't have to wait for somebody to pay you. You can pick your own, what you want to do with it. So that's the part I love about it. And at the end of the day, I went from like having a small amount of YouTube subscribers. The first couple of months, I went to over 3,000 subscribers on my own channel. So, I mean, I just saw a whole different plateau in terms of just plateauing over here and seeing it myself scaling in a different way, utilizing that platform. So it's a whole different world, but it's a better world. And it's mindset, it is an investment, but it's an investment worth where you can actually get that back when you take the time to really manage it, analyze it, and see how you can really scale it. But it's really a beautiful place to be. And I love it.
Awesome. Now, do you do this full time?
Yep. Yeah, I have I Define TV with my channel. Then I also wasn't for a while wanting to develop other people their own channel, but started developing channels for others in the process of doing one for this executive producer here in Atlanta. So she produces her own her projects, and she's now scaling and said, well, this is who's going to be on I Define TV. She said, well, you know what? I want my own channel. And that's what I'm here to let people see, that you can be your own, quote unquote, Oprah Winfrey, your own BT, your own CNN, whatever you want to be. Right. You don't have to wait and don't have to wait for somebody else to do it. You can do it yourself. So I'm really excited about putting her project into play. She should be out rolling by the beginning of June.
Awesome. So, like, what is the requirement to have your own station on Roku? What are some basics?
Like anything else, your requirements, you want to make sure you're presenting yourself in a way that it's no different than what you would put on YouTube. You want to make sure you're audible. You want to make sure you have high definition. You make sure that you're visible. Ownership of all the content, music, any type of snippets you're showing, you want to make sure you have the rights to that. So basically, you want to have what you want to present to yourself, your brand, your ad show, your expertise. How would you want to present your company? The sky's the limit, but just want to make sure that you want to have something like some crazy cats and dogs running behind you, unless it's part of your show. Kids screaming and all and cackling. All the right. Yeah. So. Different other than just that, making sure that you, and then people may have, I've seen people who record with their video with their smartphone and they record it with it like this, but you want to record it like this, sideways, because it's with widescreen TV. We don't have standard TVs anymore. We have widescreen TVs. So you still want to look at, how do I want to be represented and how do I want to be received when someone's looking at this? And that's the main requirement about what your presentation is. And I tell people all the time, grow into it. Take your time, and you can scale it there. You don't need to be Sony quality. I tell people you can start with your webcam, smartphone, your camcorder, but it's the content that's on the actual production, and grow from there. So it's really cool.
Awesome. So what are some things that you actually have on your channels, and how many channels do you have? I
have everything from, like I said, I started from independent music artists. I have those. My first independent music artist came from Sweden. Is a duet out of Sweden. I have people as far as Barbados, UK, Canada, R&B, adult, contemporary, so things of that nature. I have cooking. Of course, I love cooking. Yes. Business stuff, so anything, independent film, you name it, has some classic television stuff on there, but mostly I'm looking for those who's going to be inviting, going to be informative, and at the same time looking for those things that are PG-13 and a little bit less, because I'm looking for that content that's not going to be over the top, and you can find, I don't look for that raunchy music. You can find that somewhere else. I want something that's going to be informative, going to be inspiring, and Curtis, he's a cool guy. Interviewed him. He's on I Define TV. He's talking about mental health, which is really, really, really important, because we are in a place where a lot of mental health has not been. It's kind of been like a taboo, but it's been here. So he has an actual great book that he's written. So I had the opportunity to interview him. So we're looking at everything that's going to be informative, entertainment, but come together where people can say, okay, I want to watch some music videos. I can go over here for some business. I can go over here and learn how to cook, and at the same time I can go over here and laugh. So I love anything you think of, and I'm oftentimes looking for new content from real estate people. I'm looking for anything from speakers, experts, that's going to give them another avenue to reach a demographic that's global.
Awesome. So do you do like 30-minute shows with them? Like when you get people connected to your channel, is it like a 30-minute spot or hour spot?
It's really flexible, so it's not like the traditional television. I start with people because sometimes people get overwhelmed. So my requirement is to have at least the content, at least between 10, 15 minutes minimum, because you are touching people at home. They are in their family rooms, their bedrooms, wherever they may be watching TV. So the minimum requirement, at least 10, 15 minutes of sound information where you're educating people and getting people how to get in contact with you. And then from there, you can do a 30-minute segment if you want to. You can do an hour. But the minimum is at least doing 10, 15 minutes because we want to position you as the expert and the authority and getting people to have an opportunity to really digest and to really feed off what you're sharing and position yourself as that authority figure.
Awesome. And how many people do you think actually watches, like what's the audience for Roku?
Roku itself, last time I looked at it, have over 60 million monthly active users, and I believe that's only in the USA. Roku is the #1 streaming TV platform in America. It reaches from everywhere from the United States, Canada, UK, South America, Brazil. We have viewers as far as Barbados. We have viewers from Ireland, Japan. So pretty much anywhere that you can actually have the device, because Roku is actually, like for example, this is the new version now because my old one broke. So this is the one that don't have the Roku TV. I have this little device here, and I plug it into my TV, and then I log into my Wi-Fi, and it gives me the actual Roku. Or then some people have the actual Roku TV. It's so funny. My cousin at first, years ago, she had got the Roku, and she wasn't too savvy with it. And she's like, "Oh, I want to get this one over here." I was like, "Just get this one." So she got it. Went to go visit her for Thanksgiving. So she went from the Roku little device. Now she got Roku TV. So I'm like, "Okay, you know what Roku buttons here, you know." And pretty much everybody I know, got a lady who does my hair, she bought one. My mom, one, my friends. So anybody who knows, I'm like, you gotta get your Roku because people just don't understand how much content is on there. It's not just about Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus and that. You have a lot of independent content that's on there, like iDefine TV. A lot of independent content producers that are on there, and that is what makes up Roku. Roku sells its equipment, and also to have the advertisement and things like that. We can do ads, but it's made up of all the independent channels, like like radio stations and stuff like that. It's like we all content producers, and you just don't have to always be online. People are sitting at home all the time. Like when COVID hit. In that March, April, streaming went up 80% on Roku. 80% within that short period of time when COVID was announced. People were home streaming a whole lot more. A whole lot more people were buying the actual devices. A whole lot more people were buying the TV. So you think about it. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. And so it's a great place to be.
Awesome. I love it. So what are you looking for?
Because I'm looking for content that's going to be informative. So if you have a question, just let me know. But pretty much anything from real estate, anything from inspirational. If you're an expert in health and wellness, you're an expert in business or coaching, family, relationships. If you're an expert in something, you can be on television informing, educating people on that and getting people to know who you are and bringing them back to you. And so that's my mission. My mission is to help 5,000 entrepreneurs redefine TV utilizing Roku because it is the #1 streaming platform here in America.
Woo-hoo. Love it. All right, let's get some information out to the people. How can they find you? And how, if they have any questions or connect with you, how can they do that?
Sure. So right now you can find us at right now we're doing something, we're revamping some things, let people know that you can be on television. We can do it really easily. We can interview you. You can have your own TV show or series, and of course you can have your own actual channel itself. So you can definitely go there at smile.iDefineTV.com and connect in to say it doesn't cost you anything to schedule an actual 30-minute strategy session to see if it's a good fit for you. How can we help you take it to the next level, and how can we serve you in any way, shape, or form? It may not be with us, but maybe something that we can help you with just some video stuff. Because sometimes people get kind of caught behind the 8 ball of not creating videos. I want to say this: create videos no matter what. Start it where you are, utilizing what you have, and grow yourself into the next level. But creating videos are so very important. And if you have another question, just reach out. You can reach me at cf@iDefineTV.com. But everything you need is right there, and definitely we're willing to help you along the way.
Awesome. And leave us with a word of encouragement.
Word of encouragement. That's a good question. I like to say myself, I say word of encouragement. I'm a young lady I'm originally from Florida, living here in Atlanta. And oftentimes as a kid, I was all the way through for a long period of my life, I spoke really fast, but I always loved to be on television. I mean, I love television itself, but I would never imagine that it would have transformed to the point where I'm actually having and helping others be on television as myself.
Yeah.
You never know what your desire is as a youth or what that thing is, because we are evolving in technology and things of that nature. But don't tell yourself no, and don't let someone else tell you no. Just move forward with the expectation that it's possible. Yeah. I would have not ever imagined that I would have the opportunity to interview many of the people that I had came across. I've seen on TV, from Sherry Shepherd, from Regina Hall to Romney Malcolm, and the life of other people. But it's all about just seeing something and envisioning it, and there you are. So move forward. If you think you can be on television, you can be on television. Just start where you are, and whatever your goals are, just move forward and be careful who you're sharing your goals and your dreams are, because sometimes people can be dream and goal stealers. They really can.
I love that. I love that. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming on today and sharing that great information. We're going to definitely stay connected, and then we're going to take it over to our sponsors. So hold tight. Don't go anywhere. And any other last minute words or anything else that we need to cover before we leave?
That's it. Make sure you jump over to smile.iDefineTV.com and see how we can help you. But other than that, stay focused.
Stay focused. Awesome. All right. So hold on. Thank you for being my guest on today. And we're going to turn it over to the sponsors. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the #1 Divine Connector. All right, everyone, hold tight.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now.
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.